Hi there. This is a quick update on filming leaks and casting rumors for House of the Dragon, particularly focused on the last spy photo that we got out of the Spain shoot before they wrapped first week in November, with this mysterious, unidentified teenage Targaryen girl. And they're filming at the Gardens of Lloret de Mar, which is right near Barcelona. Why am I reporting on this now? Well, some people are going, oh, there's nothing to report on now. There were so many leaks from September through October when they were doing exterior filming in Spain and Portugal that there's still a substantial backlog. On top of that, like I explained, I got really sick the week before last, so then I got backlogged on top of that. So I'm working through this big back catalog of videos. I just recorded literally 3 hours worth of content on a couple of topics, on new podcasts the showrunner gave, to a really big casting leak, a casting rumor, which I'm going to get to in the video right after this, but it's half an hour long. So I'm putting this out really quickly as essentially a short trailer for I'm going to be putting out 3 hours worth of content in the coming week. That in the United States, it's Thanksgiving weekend for the Thanksgiving holiday, starting with everyone traveling day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. I figure you're probably watching this on a train or an airport or whatever. So I'm putting out all this content to catch up over the holiday weekend. So I realized I should make a trailer / quick video catching up on 2 things that fell through the cracks. Because I got sick right after filming wrapped, and there was just 1 or 2 things I didn't get to before then. Most of their filming in Spain was at Cáceres and Monsanto, Portugal, which are both in the west. This was on the east coast, that there's these beautiful gardens at Lloret de Mar, which we think are presumably the gardens of King's Landing that they're standing in for. And they filmed in Cáceres for 2 weeks, they filmed Monsanto for over a week. They filmed here for maybe a day or two, so there weren't that many scenes in these gardens. And I guess they put it at the end of the shoot to have something to look forward to or scheduling, but after this, we saw videos on Instagram posted by cast and crew. I mean, you could see Greg Yaitani's one of the directors in it, where they take a group photo and go, hooray, we've wrapped Spain filming. And I say in another video that filming isn't done, exterior filming is done, that Matt Smith and others have confirmed they're filming for another 2 months through the end of January, but that's just interior stuff. We don't expect to have spy photos again, that they're filming on their interior sets, at least in studios. We only got literally 1 spy photo from this brief, maybe 2-day filming at the Gardens of Lloret de Mar. Actually, it was a short, 3-second video clip, like a GIF, but it was basically a still image. The actress wasn't moving around or anything. If whoever took the spy photo had paused to point their camera really clearly at someone, everyone would know they're taking a photo. Like, you can tell they whipped it out and in motion pretended they were taking a call to take a quick 5-second video clip. But I'm saying, don't bother hunting around for the video clip. It's kind of blurry because the camera's jostling around. This is the best screenshot that you can find of this. And it's been making its rounds on Twitter and on Reddit that we have this photo of a Targaryen girl, and we're not quite sure who it is. So, point of this video is just quickly pointing out this was the last spy photo we got, and I haven't reported on it before. And it's an open question. Who do you think this is? Please tell me in the comments. Because it's a teenage Targaryen girl with long hair. And she's wearing a green dress, so some people think this might be Helaena Targaryen. Young Helaena, and I generally lean towards that, but it could be anyone. If it's in an earlier time period before the division between the blacks and the greens, and they wore them like their colors like uniforms, who knows who it could be. Now, the TV show established that the Velaryons look mixed race, so that rules out Laena and her daughters. What other Targaryen girls are there? Well, Alicent doesn't look like this. She's a Hightower. You've got young Helaena, possibly adult Helaena. This looks like a teenager. Maybe young Rhaenyra. That, having stared at this photo for a long time, it's still kind of blurry that I can't tell if this is like a really bad photo of Millie Alcock, though I don't think it's her height and proportions aren't quite the same, I think. Like, we've been looking at spy photos of Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington for a decade, that if we saw a blurry photo of Emilia Clarke, we could still pretty much figure it out. I'm not as used to parsing out blurry photos of Millie Alcock yet, so I'm less sure, but I don't think this looks like Millie Alcock. I doubt it, but it's blurry enough. It could be, but I think this is whoever they've cast as Young Helaena, which we don't know yet. They haven't announced who's playing Helaena yet, young or old. A third possibility, the only other Targaryen female I can think of, is maybe this is young Rhaenys, who might be appearing for like an episode, or one episode for like the Great Council at Harrenhal. Maybe just not like a big recurring young Rhaenys as a thing, just a quick flashback. Possibly. We can't even rule out that maybe it's Aemma Arryn. She's a Targaryen through her mother's side. And I don't think we got a physical description of Rhaenyra's mother, Aemma, but she might look like that for all I know. But who do you think this is? There's only so many candidates for a female Targaryen who's a teenager, and, flashbacks complicated, but we think this is our first look at young Helaena, which is exciting because they haven't announced who's playing her yet. I said there were two things. The second one is really short. We don't have spy photos for this. Based on when social media follows from cast and crew overlap, we think that another young man who's joined the cast, teenager, is actor Ilan Galkov. He played one of the boys on Good Omens, one of his crew, the Good Omens. So he's an experienced actor. And there's been some debate over, we think Dylan Hughes is playing Young Aemond. But in the spy photos we have, he's looking into the sun, he's squinting, so we're like, maybe it's Ilan Galkov, they have somewhat similar faces. But then looking at his height and build, I don't think this is Ilan Galkov. I think Young Aemond is being played by Dylan Hughes. I'm not 100% on that, I'm like 75% on that. But then who could Ilan Galkov be playing? What complicates things is it's not just members of great houses. Sometimes they just cast stable boy or King's Landing beggar. That, sometimes people aren't major speaking roles, and we mistake that. Other times they're, major lords pared down to a smaller role. This is pure speculation. Don't go to the bank with this. I kind of think he looks like the young version of the actor playing Larry Strong, Larry Clubfoot. That just looking at Galkov here, I think maybe he's young Clubfoot more than young Aemond. I mean, think about it. If, like, at least through episode 5, we know we're getting young Rhaenyra and young Alicent, logically we should get young versions of several other characters. I mean, we might even get, young Jason and Tywin Lannister, that the man they cast to play those twins is 44 years old. And these wouldn't be major roles in the first half of the season. They'd be, hey, I'm young Tywin, just to establish he's there and then move forward. But, like, we know, even in the scene where they were filming, that we got spy photos of young Rhaenyra meeting young Alicent at her wheelhouse, and there's a CGI dragon green screen there. Right next to them, we saw the guy who ultimately will be playing adult Lionel Strong, who's the Master of Laws, Harwin and Larry's father. And I'm not sure how they're playing it up with the age range of, is the guy they said is playing Harwin going to be romancing teenaged Rhaenyra, or is he opposite adult Rhaenyra? I'm not sure how that overlaps, but maybe they will have two age ranges for young Larry Clubfoot and then adult Larry. And maybe this kid, Galkov, maybe he's just playing young Larry when he shows up at court for like an episode or two. But multiple people are following him who are also cast members, so we're trying to figure that out. So keep him in the back of your mind if he might be playing some other role. This gets really complicated when we deal with that there's multiple time periods and there will be young versions of all the cast members, or many of them. But like I said, this is a short video to alert you that over Thanksgiving week, I've recorded like 3 or 4 videos that are half an hour to 40 minutes each. So there's like 3 hours of content coming your way, which is backlogged spy reports on casting rumors for much bigger characters than this. and for things the showrunners said and other stuff going on with the dragons and everything. So please stick around. Like I said, I got backlogged because there were so many reports, and I got backlogged from being sick. And then the last week, you on your end haven't been seeing many videos from me because I've been recording new ones. This is a production cycle. Once I got my voice back, it took me time to record new ones. They're all in the can. I had a lot of time free on my own without my family that, okay, I should record now because I'm on my own. Then later on, I'll edit it as best I can because you have to sit down and record a video all in one burst, record the audio versus editing the audio. You can do that in like 5-10 minutes at a time, pause, go do stuff, then come back. So recording, it's the harder part to schedule than editing it. So please stick around. I have a lot of reports coming out this Thanksgiving weekend. Check back daily. I'm posting them as soon as I can.